All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the first 60-minute Powerful Flow yoga class of 2021. Really happy that you're here, whether it's actually this day or you're just pressing play on this video later. Today's practice is all levels, all bodies, friendly and welcome. Things might get a little challenging in the middle, and I'll offer options so that it feels best in your body. But as always, if anything I say still doesn't feel quite right or just isn't what you want to be doing, there's always permission to further modify or just totally do your own thing. That said, today's practice is focused on moving the spine in all of its different directions and opening up across the chest and through the shoulders. So kind of no matter what happens, I hope that you feel much better by the end of class. Grab a blanket to help cushion your knees in kneeling positions if you want. Otherwise, we're going to get started laying down on our backs. I'm going to put a playlist into the chat box if you'd like to flow along. No pressure. You don't need to be synced up. I'm going to press play right now. And then you can meet me laying down flat on your back. You can either move into reclined bound angle pose where the bottoms of your feet are touching, knees open wide like a book. Or you can keep your feet planted on the earth, knees up towards the sky if that's more comfortable for your low back. But find something that works for you. Place your hands wherever feels comfy. Option to close your eyes or soften your gaze. And just give yourself a couple moments to settle into this space, to connect with your body, with your breath. Take a long, slow breath in through your nose, breathing in. And a big breath out your mouth, just as slowly. 2 more like that, breathing in through the nose, filling up. Out through the mouth, releasing and softening. Good, 1 more like that, breathing in. Maybe an audible sigh on the exhale. Continue that slow, big breathing. Start to tune into your body. Taking notice of where you're making contact with the earth. Relaxing the shoulders, softening through the face. Maybe unclenching the jaw. Just enjoy these first several breaths here, reconnecting with yourself after a day of being pulled in a million different directions. Know that it's totally normal for the mind to wander while we're just laying here still, or even while we're moving, but you can use your breath as an anchor. Always coming back to noticing your inhales, noticing your exhales, and consciously relaxing your body. You can keep your legs just as they are. Bring your hands to rest on the ground at your sides. We'll find some snow angels with the arms to warm up through the shoulders and chest. So as you breathe in, bring your arms up overhead. Maybe the backs of your hands stay on the earth. When you reach the top, find a big stretch. And as you breathe out, bring the arms back down, completing the snow angel. 3 more like that. Inhaling to reach the arms up and stretch. And exhaling, arms back down towards the side. Find 2 more on your own, moving with the breath. Good, 1 more. Good. Bring your hands back down towards your tummy. Bring your knees up and into your chest. Maybe close them up like a book, hug them in. Just find a nice little rock side to side on your low back here. It might feel like a little massage. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, drop your knees over towards one direction. Either one is fine. Open your arms out to a T, finding a really gentle twist to start. Find 2 big breaths into your belly button here. Soften your shoulders down towards the ground, breathing in. And breathing out. Good. Connect to your core. As you breathe in, hug your knees back to center. And with your exhale, drop them over towards the other side, finding that same gentle twist. 2 full breaths on this side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Connect to your core. Knees come back to center. This time with your hands on your kneecaps, we're going to find big circles of the knees. So these can be big or as small as feels good. Just starting to gently open through the hips, circles in one direction. And now switching directions. So moving the knees in the other direction. That about sums it up. Good. Find a big breath in as you move. And a big breath out. Bring the bottoms of your feet to touch the floor. Knees are open. We'll do some articulating bridges to start to sense into the totality of the spine here. So feet are on the ground. Bring your palms to rest at your side. Wiggle your heels a little closer to your butt. And as you breathe in, start to peel your spine up really slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. We'll pause and hold at the top for a moment. This is different than the bridge we do sometimes. This is not about height. It's not about stuffing your shoulders under your chest. This is really about the spine and supporting the spine through light engagement through the legs, through the hips, through the feet, breathing in. And as you breathe out 1 vertebrae at a time, can you articulate your spine back down towards the ground? Good. We're doing 9 more of these. I want you to move really slowly, breathing in, lifting up, articulating through the spine. And breathing out, coming back down. It might feel like nothing at first, but you'll start to feel some heat building through your legs, through your core. We are warming up all the different muscles along the spine responsible for holding it straight, helping it move in all directions. So keep counting with your breath, inhaling as you lift, exhaling as you lower. Starting to notice where that heat is building in the body, maybe in the hamstrings, in the inner thighs. Good. By my own count, I've got 4 more. You do you. Keep it going nice and easy. Resisting the urge to rush, to move more quickly, to hurry on to the next thing. Practicing being just right here, just doing this simple thing. Good. If you're with me, we've got 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. Beautiful job. Once your tailbone hits the ground, hug your knees back into your chest. Find happy baby. So grab for the backs of your legs, maybe towards your shins or your ankles, and find what feels good here. This can be playful. Maybe you go for ninja baby, where 1 leg goes long while the other hugs in. 3 breaths here. Find what you need. Good. Last exercise on our back. Tabletop your knees over your body. So knees are over hips, shins are parallel to the floor. Flex your toes back towards your shins. Now cement your low back to the ground. Notice how the knees come up towards the chest. With your hands, push your knees forward so they're right over your hips. This might already feel like quite a bit of engagement through the core. What's most important here is that you stay stabilized through your lower abdomen and your low back. So if you want to stay right here, focus on breathing, squishing your low back down like you're smashing a blueberry. You might stay right here and breathe nice and controlled. If you want to move on, I offer you dead bug, where with both knees still bent, you start to lower one down towards the ground and lifting. And then the other leg goes down to tap or hover over the ground and lifting back up. Good, we're moving slow, inhaling as you lower, exhaling as you lift. And make this like, I don't know if you're a competitive person. I was gonna say make this a competition with yourself, but that might not resonate. So I don't know. The point is to really stabilize through the trunk of your body, through the front and back of your core. So see if even as the legs are moving, even if they're only moving a teeny tiny bit, if you can keep this really still position of your core. We're here for 4, for 3, you're doing great. For 2, you're doing great. For 1, even out your sides. And then hug your knees into your chest. We're gonna meet in a tabletop position. If you wanna roll onto your side and get there slowly, that's great. If you'd like to rock and roll along the length of your spine, that might feel good too. We're meeting in tabletop position in 4, in 3, in 2, woo, and 1, meeting on all fours, tabletop position. Fingertips are spread wide, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And before we start to move, check in with your posture here. Are you slouched down? Can you find a little bit of integrity through the shape, pushing the hands down, pushing down through the finger pads, gently hugging the front body up to meet the back. And from here, drop your belly, find cow pose, lift the chin. A few breaths here to shift back and forth, just to notice how this feels. For a little more, you can hug the back, your heels of your hands back towards your knees, breathing in. And as you exhale, arch your back like a Halloween cat, pushing your heart up through the back of your rib cage. A few breaths here, shifting forward, shifting backward, side to side. And now we'll find a flow between these two shapes, matching breath to movement. Inhale, drop your belly, cow pose. Exhale, cat, round and curl. 3 more of these on your own with your breath. Good, adding on any organic movements as the body says, oh, hey, what about this? But not forcing anything. 1 more round. Good, find tabletop again and find cat pose just real quick. Notice this tuck of your tailbone. You can keep the back arched or you could lessen that a little bit, but with your tailbone tucked, just hinge your hips over towards the left. Little stretch for the back, left side of your back, your left hip. And then inhaling back to center with your tailbone still tucked, hinging the hips back towards the right ankle. 3 breaths here to play with this hinge, hip hinge. If it doesn't feel good, you can totally skip it. Good, nice job. We'll find child's pose together. Bring your toes to touch, knees open wide, fingertips crawl forward. Rest your forehead on the mat. Option to stay right here or to introduce a little bit of side bending. Take a big breath in, lengthen your fingertips, and let your exhale carry your fingertips over towards one side, doesn't matter which side. 2 breaths here. Good, inhale, come back to center. And exhale, crawl your fingertips towards the other side. Big side bend in the opposite direction. Breathing in and breathing out. Good, crawl back to center, press yourself back up to a tabletop. One more kneeling shape, then we'll get moving on our feet. We've got thread the needle next. If your wrists are getting tired, try making fists and putting the tops of your knuckles onto the ground. Plant your left palm or fist in the middle of your mat. Breathe in, reach the right fingertips up high. Take a moment to breathe here. Really extend through both arms. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. Tuck your right arm under the bridge of your left. That right side of your head comes down to the ground. Adjust as you need to here. For extra opening through the shoulder, you can bring the left arm up and around into a half bind. Push the right arm down into the ground to enhance the stretch across your right shoulder. 2 more breaths here. Good. Bring your left hand back to the earth if it's in the bind. Breathe in, reach the right arm back up high. And exhale, tabletop. Let's find that on the other side. Plant your right hand or wrist. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Pause, extend, expand. Feel the length of both arms. Breathe in. And as you exhale, thread the needle. Left arm comes over. Know that you're not bound to complete symmetry on each side. So if the half bind feels weird on this side or something else would feel better, give yourself permission to change it up. 1 more full round of breath here. Good, bring the right hand back to the mat. Inhale, left fingertips up high. And exhale, tabletop. Good, walk your hands forward about a handprint, tuck your toes underneath you, lift your hips, downward facing dog. You might pedal out your feet here, getting into the Achilles, into the calves, touching the backs of the legs. Notice the full surface area of your hands, helping to support your shoulders here. Spread your fingers really wide, grip at the mat with your fingertips like you're trying to palm a basketball. And see if you can lengthen the back of your neck, moving your ears away from your shoulders. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, hinge forward to high plank pose, shoulders directly over wrists. And instead of making your arms do all of the work here, engage your entire body to help hold you in this plank. Option to drop down to your knees for a moment if you need to recharge, but trust that you're stronger than you're giving yourself credit for. Can you squeeze your legs? Can you hug your hip points up towards your ribs? Good. Imagine your core wrapped around you 360 degrees. Imagine it's giving you a hug. And then with your strong arms, push them down into the ground and hug your thumbs towards each other. Good. Breathe in. As you exhale, lift your hips, use your core, downward facing dog. 2 more like that. Inhale, high plank, rock forward, full body engaged. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet up behind your hands. Let your torso hang really heavy. Find ragdoll pose. No rules here. This is for you to feel good. Stretch the backs of your legs. Let your low back release. Maybe you want to find twists. Maybe a chest expansion would feel good to you here. Let your head hang even heavier. 3 more breaths. Good. 1 more full round, nice and slow. Good. Gently bring your hands to your hip creases. Bend your knees really generously, and nice and easy, bring yourself up to stand. All right, we're gonna get moving with our sun salutation A here. Come to standing at the front of your mat, feet about hips width distance apart, maybe closer together. Push your feet into the ground as you breathe in, find mountain pose. Reach your arms up high. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. 1 more breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep your legs firm. Inhale, back bend. Lift your heart. Imagine that a string is connected to your sternum, pulling you up. Firm your glutes here to protect your low back. One more breath in. And as you exhale, find standing cat pose. Arch your back. You can send your arms straight forward like a zombie or do palms up to face the wall in front of you, whatever feels good. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Soften your knees. Come down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank and pause. Plant your palms, step straight back. Invitation to stay here every time that I cue this particular transition. If you want to move on with us, take a breath in, hinge forward. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly with control. Option to drop to your knees first. Slide your palms down to your lowest ribs. Push your toenails into the mat. Breathe in, Cobra pose. Peel your chest up. There's a moderate amount of weight in your hands, palms dragged back towards your hips. Think about engaging your upper back and your glutes as you lift your heart forward. One more breath in. As you exhale, lower down, good. Tuck your toes, inhale, high plank, option to move through tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog, use your core. We'll move through this sequence now twice, matching breath to movement. Take a big breath in here and a big breath out. Let's move. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, walk to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, mountain, push your feet down, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, back bend, firm glutes, lift your chest. Exhale, standing cat pose, arch your back. Good. Inhale, mountain, rise straight up. Exhale, fold, soften your knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank to your belly or hold high plank. Inhale, Cobra pose, lift your heart. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. One more time through. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, travel. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, back bend, lift your chest. Exhale, standing cat. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank and hold or drop to your belly. Inhale, Cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great job. We'll move on now. Start to warm up some of the larger muscle groups. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips down and back. Reach your fingertips up. Good. We're going to be here for a few breaths. So summon the inner strength. You might separate your feet a little wider apart. And notice if your low back is really curved like you have a Kardashian butt, can you tuck your tailbone underneath you? Good. Now, real quick, bring your hands to the outsides of your thighs near your knees. Push your thighs out into your hands. Now meet that resistance with your arms. Keep this engagement with your legs as you reach your fingertips back up. Breathe in. As you exhale, open arm twist, reach the left arm back, right arm forward. Legs are shaking. Legs are burning. It's so good. Stretch your arms apart. One more breath in here. One more breath out. Good. Inhale, back to center, legs still strong. Exhale, twist to the right, reach the right fingertips back. Biggest wingspan you can muster. Keep your core engaged. One breath in. One breath out. Soften your shoulders. Inhale, chair, back to center. You got it. Exhale, fold forward, release. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank and stay or lower to your belly. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, fold. I mean, lower, inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, good. Inhale, kick your right leg up. Exhale, bend your knee, open up your hip. You might take little or big circles with the knee, or just let gravity do its work. You're here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Okay, if it takes you a couple steps to get there, plant your right foot between your hands. Spin your left foot down, and as you inhale, find warrior 2. So back pinky edge of your foot is parallel with that short edge of your mat. Toes are pointing straight forward. You're looking for maybe a heel to heel alignment or heel to arch. Also totally okay if your back toes kind of point in a little bit. And you're looking for a strong lunge in your front knee. Something that you can use to build strength and stability here. Something that's going to be challenging but not impossible. Hug your heels in towards each other, like you could scrunch up your mat underneath you. Send your fingertips straight out wide. Gaze over your front fingertips. We're going to do a little shoulder stretch here. If your legs get tired, you can straighten for a moment and come back. But believe that you're stronger than your mind is telling you right now. Bring left arm under the right. So your elbows are interlocking. Grab a big bear hug or weave your palms to touch. With your legs still engaged, as you breathe in, can you lift your elbows up like an elevator? And as you breathe out, lower them down. 2 more. Inhale, lift the elbows, elevator going up. And exhale, elevator going down. You got it. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, nice. Inhale, warrior 2, arms come out. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring your right arm inside the right knee. Left hand goes up towards the sky. Option to work a bind here. You might turn your palm, upper palm to face back behind you. Weave the left arm around your waist so you can open your heart more up towards the ceiling. And maybe you go to grab the right thigh like with a big meat hook, like monkey your right arm underneath. Maybe you're just staying with the breath while the legs really burn. Either way, I see you. Breathe in, breathe out. Relief is coming. Inhale, straighten the front leg, find reverse triangle. Reach the right arm up, maybe back. Couple breaths here. Turn your right toes to face the same direction as your left. So all toes point towards the long side of your mat. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, continue this side bend down and around into a wide leg forward fold. We're going to add on a little twisting movement here. You are welcome to just stay and enjoy this stretch. If you're twisting with us, bring your left hand or fist towards the ground. As you breathe in, lift the right arm up. As you exhale, back down, switching out your hands. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, both hands to the earth. Good. Inhale, lift your spine halfway. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat, pivot forward. Inhale, high plank, step the right leg back. And as you exhale, either stay or lower to your belly. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, lower, nice job. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog, beautiful. We're gonna go nice and slow on the other side here too. Inhale, kick the left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip, find what you need here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step through, maybe take a few steps. Pivot the right foot down this time, and as you inhale, windmill open, warrior 2. Take a couple moments to find your footing here. You know you're gonna be here for a while, so set yourself up for success, to challenge yourself, to practice breathing through difficulty. Heels hug towards each other. Your left knee points towards your middle toe or maybe towards your pinky toe on your left foot. Notice if your knee wants to curve in, maybe shorten your stance a little. Fingertips come out wide, back glute is engaged, breathe in. And as you breathe out, eagle arms, right arm underneath the left, big bear hug or palms weave to touch. This is just the different side than we did on the other one. So if you're like, wait, I did it It's all good. And from here, the elevator goes up and down. Good. 2 more. Breathe in, lifting with control, nice and easy. Exhale, lower. You got 1 more. You got it. Stay steady through the legs. Good. Inhale, warrior 2, arms out strong. Exhale, extended side angle. Left arm comes to the knee. Option to rest the arm on the knee. Right arm comes high. Invitation to try the half bind here. Palm faces the back wall. Arm comes around. Maybe you monkey the left arm underneath. Just see what it's like. Maybe your hands don't touch behind you into a full bind. It's okay. You're still practicing opening through the shoulders in a different way. You're here for 2 more breaths. You got it. Call upon the breath for strength here. 1 more breath in. 1 more breath out. You got it. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Merciful release. Find this big reverse warrior side bend. Good. Start to turn your left toes now to face the same direction as your right. Breathe in. And your exhale takes you all the way down, swooping into that wide leg fold. Good. Stay right here. Or for another twist, bring the left hand to the earth. Inhale, right fingertips up high. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift the left arm this time, reaching tall. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low lunge to the front of the mat. Left foot is in front. Inhale, high plank and stay. Or exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, Cobra, drag your heart forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank with control. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. We're gonna move through those same shapes now, matching breath to movement just 1 time. It's gonna be challenging, but you are tougher. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Here we go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink down and back. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep your legs strong. Good. Inhale, chair. Exhale, twist to the right. Core is super engaged. Inhale, chair. You got it. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank and stay or lower to your belly. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Make your way there. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, left arm under the right. Just one of these. Inhale, elevator up. Exhale, elevator down. Good. Inhale, warrior 2, strong arm. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, pivot toes forward and all the way around. Good. Here comes the twist. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Inhale, lift half. Exhale, low lunge toward the right leg. Inhale, high plank and stay. Or exhale, lower down. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, strong high plank. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. One more side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, right arm under left. 1 elevator. Inhale to lift. Exhale, elevator down. Good. Inhale, warrior 2, gaze. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, straighten, pivot. And as you exhale, swoop it down. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, lunge towards your left foot. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, everybody lower down to your belly. We'll do a brief set of spine strengtheners and then that shoulder stretch that everybody loves so much. All right, zip up your legs behind you, slide your palms down to your lowest ribs. You're kissing the mat with your lips, which is, I guess, how you kiss. Inhale, Cobra pose. Lift the heart up. We're here for a few breaths. Tune into the shape, to all of those stabilizing muscles along your spine that make this shape possible. Can you press your pelvis down into the mat? Think about lengthening from the base of your spine out through the crown of your head. One more breath in. And as you exhale, calm down. Let your arms rest at your sides. How quickly can you make this completely passive? Absolute minimum effort. Notice your heart beating against the mat. Feel any sensations coursing through your body. We've got 2 more sets. So bring your chin back to center. Option to repeat Cobra pose to move on to bound locust. Zip up your legs behind you. Interlace your hands at your tailbone. You're kind of making fists behind you. And as you breathe in, lift your fists, lift your chest, and lift your toes. So you're kind of balancing on your belly, on your pelvis, on the front of your thighs here. See if you can zip up your legs more, light up your inner leg line. Pinch your shoulder blades together behind you like you're holding a quarter between them. And can you lift your legs from the front of your thighs? You're here for 2 more breaths. You got it. Stick with it. Big breath in. As you exhale, come down, rest the opposite cheek on the mat. Go limp like a noodle, rest, breathe. Good, bring your chin back to center. Option to repeat either of the last 2 shapes, or for floor bow, kick your heels towards your glutes. You're grabbing for the backs of your feet or towards your ankles. Wiggle your knees closer together. This helps protect your knees. And then when you're ready, on a big confident inhale, kick your feet into your hands. The kick of the legs is what drives the lift of the chest. And from here, this is a push and pull, little bit of a dance. This is not supposed to be static. Notice the muscles it takes to keep your knees hugging towards each other, to keep your shoulders pinching together, to keep lifting your heart up towards the ceiling. One more breath in. As you exhale, really slowly, not slingshotting, come back down. From here, we'll find that shoulder stretch, which Caroline has informed me is called shoulder pigeon. Henceforth, I shall call it such. Bring your arms out like a T. We'll roll onto the right shoulder first. So arm is out, and this is going to be different for everyone. But start to roll onto that inside of that right shoulder. You might feel a stretch across your right pec, across the shoulder. Breathe here. Catch your breath. Gently come back to center. Find that on the other side. Left arm's out at a T now. Gently rolling onto the left arm. Staying present and aware of the ways that sensations are different on this side. Asking yourself, what do I need here? What is my body asking for? Where's the breath? Good, gently roll back to center. Press yourself up onto all fours, and we're gonna make our way, just for a moment, to boat pose, just for a minute. We're gonna do a set of like some deeper twisting after this. So this is just one last chance to get the core really warm to help facilitate that twist. So feet are on the ground, pull yourself up really proud, shoulder blades pinched together behind you, heart is open, shining forward, like a string is connected, top of your head, front of your chest. This is boat pose right here. If you lean back just a little bit, you're gonna feel your core working. You might stay right here. We're looking for this long, straight spine. If you want a little more, maybe you lean back a little further, lift one toe, or maybe both off the ground. You're always welcome to keep your arms here helping you stay. This is a tough posture to hold. No shame in staying here. If you want a little more, maybe you experiment bringing the arms out. If you start to feel your shoulders round and curl, come out one step. All right, last couple breaths here. Invitation for the twist. Bring your palms into prayer at heart center. Inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, twist towards one side, tap your fingertips on the ground. Yes, really slowly breath into center and exhale towards the right. Good, 2 more, you got it, stick with it. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Good, the slower you go, the more this is helping you stabilize and strengthen. All right, we got one more set. I'm right here with you. Woohoo, you got it. And exhale. Good, come back to center and you can release. You can roll back onto your back or whatever feels good to you. We're gonna move into the kneeling shapes I talked about next. So if you have that blanket nearby, you can go ahead and grab it. All right, we're gonna move into these lunges from tabletop position. So first we're going to be stepping the, face this way, okay. Come into a kneeling lunge with the right foot forward. So your left knee might be on the blanket or on the mat. And take some time to adjust. We're gonna be looking for a lot of stacked joints. So right knee is over right ankle, and then walk your hands up your leg. So you're kneeling in a lunge. Just I guess to describe this, bring your left hand up. And as you exhale, find a gentle bend towards the right. So you're bending towards your right leg. Squeeze your left glute. Notice the way that starts to push the left hip forward, lengthening a stretch along the front of your left hip flexors. You're here for 2 more breaths. Where can you soften? Good, inhale, gently come back up to center, both arms lift. And as you exhale, twist, bringing the right arm back. So this is a big open arm twist towards this right leg. Good, if you've taken class before, you'll recognize this shape. We often do it completely standing, and it's even more challenging. So here, focus on the mechanics of the twist. Squeeze the back glutes, connect to your core so you can lift up and have room to deepen the twist, maybe 1%. But notice that it's still tough. The body is still really working. You can stay here, or for a little more, snake the right arm around your waist, lift the left arm up, finding exalted twist. You're adding a back bend to the twist here. Maybe your hand rests on your low back. It's still tough, even kneeling. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, palms come to prayer. Hook your left elbow outside your right knee. This you might recognize as crescent prayer twist. It's really tough standing, still tough kneeling. Stay connected to your core. Can you use the leverage of your left elbow to gently pry open the twist? Palms are right at heart center. Gaze up or down. 3 breaths here. Good, to release out of this, both palms come down towards the ground and straighten the right leg. So you might wiggle the toes forward. Leg does not need to be completely straight. Totally okay if the knee is bent. We're now stretching along the back of the right leg, maybe rocking your hips side to side, getting gently into the low back. Two more breaths here, then we'll take it on the other side. Good. Make your way back into tabletop position, however is most comfortable for you. And now we're going to find this same shape with the left foot in front this time. So kneeling on the right knee, Left leg comes forward. Walk your hands up your thigh, knee over ankle. In the back leg, it's just the same. I'm wearing black pants, so you cannot tell, but hips are over knees, knees are over ankles. Lift your right arm up. And as you exhale, gentle bend towards the left. More than this being about a side bend, this is a chance to lengthen the front of the right hip. This is the opposite of sitting at your desk chair. Relax your shoulder. Use the breath to support the shape. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. Gently come back to center. Both arms lift. Inhale. Exhale. Left arm opens back. Big open arm twist. Spend a couple moments negotiating the shape in your body, pushing the feet down to lift up through the chest and core. Practicing the strength it takes to twist and then hold the shape. Maybe you stay here, spreading the fingers wide, maybe rolling out the wrists for exalted twist, left hand to your low back or around your waist, and then lift the right arm up and back. You might even let the hips kind of come forward here, deepening into this lunge if it feels okay. One more breath in here. And as you exhale, palms come to prayer, right elbow hooks outside the left. Deepest twist yet. Keep practicing that really full and steady breath, even as your diaphragm and your lungs are squished here. One more full round. Good. To release, gently bring both palms towards the ground, straightening the left leg any amount, enjoying that release through the leg, playing with the stretch. Good. Making our way together back to tabletop here, and then sitting flat onto your butt. Send your legs out long. And then this is our last twist together. Oh, you can't see my feet. It's okay. All right, so wiggle any flesh out from underneath your booty. Flex your toes back towards your shins. And this is half Lord of the Fishes. So bring the right knee up. And maybe you just keep it right here like this. And you go to hug the left arm around. Right fingertips come onto the earth behind you. You can use your hands on the ground to kind of boost you up, keeping that chest really proud. And then you're twisting open towards the right. If you want a little more, you can bring the right foot crossing over the left and bring your left elbow outside your right knee, but it is not necessary. So a couple breaths here, practicing tall posture in a deep twist. One more breath in. And release it all on the exhale, and we're switching sides. Right leg goes long, left knee comes up. Bring the right arm to hook around and hug the left knee. Prop yourself up as you need to with your left fingertips and enjoy this twist. 5 breaths. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders. Big breath in. And as you exhale, come back to center. Both legs go long. Inhale, lift your arms high. As you exhale, drape your chest over your legs. Invitation to bend your knees a lot and give yourself a hug here. Might feel really good on your low back. If you've noticed that your mind has started to wander as we move towards slower and softer shapes, how can you reconnect to your breath and your body? Slowly roll up to a tall seat. And our last stretch is 2 more forward folds with little love for the low back and outer hips. So if it is comfortable for you to sit cross-legged, bring your right leg in front of the left. This can be a really loose cross leg. Gently flex your toes back towards your shin and scoot your butt back. And then as you're ready, use your fingertips on the ground to crawl yourself forward. It's okay if it's not very much. If this is uncomfortable on your knees, you're welcome to rest in child's pose or something more comfortable. Breathe in here. And as you exhale, crawl both hands off towards the right. Come back to center. Crawl over towards the left this time, noticing the way it feels different in the right outer hip than the left outer hip. Come back to center one last time. Investigate any additional space to fold for 2 more breaths. Walk your hands back in, pushing yourself up to a seat. And we'll swap out the legs and do that once more. So left leg comes in front, toes are still flexed. Scoot your booty back. Use your fingers to crawl forward. And at first, we just rest at center, noticing how this feels, especially in the left hip. Crawl over towards the left side first here. A few breaths to explore and deepen. And then crawl through center all the way over towards the right, finding the biggest stretch through the left outer hip in this shape. Crawl your hands back to center. Find one last possibility to deepen. Maybe you just breathe with exactly what's happening without trying to change it. When you're ready, crawl your hands back in, pushing yourself up to a tall seat. We're going to end seated here today. So find a comfortable seat for you. If it's uncomfortable to sit cross-legged, maybe try sitting on your blanket. This helps lift your hips. Or if there's a different seated position that you really like, I invite you to find it now. Bring your hands to rest, either palms down or up on your thighs. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. And give yourself a few moments to enjoy being with any sense of calm or ease that you're noticing now. Think about drawing your spine 2 inches longer and letting the shoulders relax away from the ears. Relax around the sockets of your eyes. Feel the air tickling the inside of your nostrils as you breathe in. And relax your tongue down onto the lower palate, softening all the way down to the root of the tongue. Draw your attention to your shoulders, feeling them from the inside out. noticing any sensations or aliveness in the shoulders. And bringing your attention to your heart space, noticing any warmth or coolness, any tingling. Feel into your upper back, softening any remaining tension, maybe tapping into that sensation of ice melting into water and water turning to gas. And lastly, bring your attention to your hands, noticing any tingling or pulsing, any coolness or heat, just noticing the aliveness through the hands. And find 3 breaths all on your own, breathing with the awareness of the full body experiencing the breath. Gently bring your hands to touch at heart center and start to rub your hands together, building a little heat, a little friction, maybe faster and faster. And when you're ready, bring both hands to rest over your heart, transferring heat, absorbing sensation, making contact. I want to thank each of you for choosing to practice today. It's crazy, but I can feel that we're together even though there is a computer between us. And I'm grateful that you chose to spend this time together. Bring your palms to touch at third eye center, merging heart wisdom with intuition. We bow in gratitude to this practice that keeps us connected even when we're far apart. Namaste. Cool. Thanks so much. I'm very excited to keep doing this together with you in 2021, since this pandemic isn't ending anytime soon. So if there's something you want to try out together in this space, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, I'll see you next week on Wednesday for another hour, or on Friday around lunchtime for a little 30-minute movement break. Either way, I look forward to seeing you soon. Keep taking really good care of yourself. And yeah, that's all. Thank you.